honored the job or the duty that their mom fulfills on a daily basis, 365 days of the year, 24/7, is crazy. No one's brainwashed.
Hello, yes, this is your girl, Queen of Commentary, and we are back with another video. This video is about Kimora Lee Simmons, talking about the fact that she is a full-time mom and basically she plays both roles. You know, her daughter, her oldest daughter, I think Ming Lee, wished her mother happy Father's Day instead of her father. And Russell was not happy about that, and rightfully so. You get what I'm saying? I don't know the dynamics completely of what's going on there, but at no time are you to wish your mother happy Father's Day. I think it's disrespectful to both parties, no matter what's going on in the relationship. But you guys, make sure you thumbs up the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and cut your notifications on. And let me know, do you guys think that single mothers should be wished happy Father's Day? Do you think you can play both roles? Let us know in the comments. Let's get into the video.
You guys can go and see, no one's delusional. Hold on one second. Wolfie? Or, here or in the next life, at the gates, wherever I'm going to get. I don't have to do that like some other people. So if you pay attention to, excuse me, I'm a little emotional, but I get like that. So do my kids. So sorry about that. But if you pay attention to when this lawsuit was launched, it's probably like a couple years ago, you'll notice that that's when all of these attacks started coming from my ex. You'll notice that that's when a barrage of crap started coming over here to us. You'll notice that the kids stopped kind of, over the past years, they stopped kind of seeing their dad as much. And also, again, I have 5 kids, so I've always been like, an open book. All my other kids consider, let me turn to the light, consider Russell to be, considered him to be at one point in time like an uncle. We were all very close. And that goes for all my baby dads, by the way. There's evidence of that. You can see them, on various far and few between events, but you can see them sometimes like on the red carpet, and you'll see one person with all the kids, right? We get along like a family, like friends, like whatever. So you'll notice that all of this down talking and all of this stuff started to take a turn around these past couple of years, I think coinciding with that lawsuit. But I just want to come and say, and I never get into this. I usually let people go and rant and rave. It's funny though how this particular person in question, because I could go in on a few of them, one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you, again, go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like, I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true. I like receipts. So of course I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months when their dad just sort of cut them off. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their like monthly, college spending, not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500. Maybe a little more. Again, all these things can be, proven with receipts. I love receipts, so folks can always go and get receipts and show over the years. And so one day he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with, I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know, but I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out. So I saw in that clip, that was some months ago too, you can go and reference it and find it, where he told this guy, he was on and on about this guy, and I think it was about old school hip hop heads and how you should honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, I'm so rich, I got this and I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. You know, he has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, you know, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts, so if whatever, somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, you know, we could talk about it, we can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it, I love receipts. But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because it's not even 8:30 in the morning. But my two oldest girls, they're young women. They're young women of the world. I think that was very tough for them, that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. You know, that was crazy. It's just been so many things that kind of negate what I'm trying to do over here at my house. Again, like, I live in Beverly Hills, California. You know, I go between New York and LA. People know how to find me. They know how to see me. I see people walking up and down the street all day, every day. I'm just not going to tolerate this from someone who's not on the streets walking around every day. They are like, I don't know, apparently like hiding under a rock someplace far away in another country. You know, again, these girls are adults. They are young adults. I typically try to be very friendly and amicable with all my baby daddies, whatever. But I think it comes a time when you guys have to ask yourself, why are these women, young women, not supportive or not really trying to hear that? Or what have they gone through? What have they seen that they, you know, that has turned them off, or that has put a bad taste in their mouth? You know, we've seen a lot lately over the years. And I have literally stood by these people and this man all my life. And I just get so emotional when someone tries to attack my parenting or my family or my kids that have tried so hard. You know, you can see all the press that we've done, all the interviews that we've done. I mean, it's a community thing. These kids graduating from college, high school too. And all my friends, you know, I say the same thing. It's every person knows here that has had graduates. I graduated from college only just recently in the past like 5 years. It's tough. You know, they're teenagers developing into young adults now. They have lived their whole life in the public eye, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing, because it's good because you know my kids, you know my family, you know, and so I hope that the public can kind of decipher some of these things and some of this, you know, bullshit. But it's also bad because you grow up and, again, your stuff is in the public eye. You don't get to, you don't get to handle things that privately and discreetly, like other people may have a chance that are not in the public eye. So I'm very touched and emotional. I become very emotional. People always say, Kimora, you're such a boss. You're such a leader, but you're so emotional. I am emotional. I will, you know, snap in a heartbeat when it comes to my kids. I think everybody knows that. And so the fact that you would come at this point and, I'm sorry, I'm in my living room. Those are all my crazy clothes. I'm renovating my closet, and so my clothes are here behind me, and so it looks like I'm in a warehouse, but I'm really in my living room. So I think if you look at just some of the facts, this person was not present at graduation. Again, there was not one graduation. There were several graduation events, both for NYU and Harvard. You can look these things up. There's a schedule. They're, public events. Anybody can come or get tickets or show up or be there. They're usually in auditoriums. NYU was at Yankee Stadium. One of the graduations, the other ones were at smaller venues and locations. One of ours was at the Beacon Theater. They're all over. The same for Harvard and Boston. There's many different groups that graduate. So Yoki's like a classics major. It might be the classics group or the division of arts and science, or the law group, the this group, the that group. Everybody has a graduation in addition to the school as a whole, right? So my point of saying all this is that hi, Renbex. Hi, you guys. The point of saying all this is that if you look, this person has not been to any events, did not come to graduation, no, he wasn't particularly wanted, but no one stopped you, hasn't sent a flower or a gift or a kind word, cut the kids off when they were traveling around. Yoki was on a trip to Greece with the classics department. She didn't know that her little debit card or whatever wasn't working. That was a whole mess. And it's a lot. Again, you parents will know when you have kids that are in the middle of finals and studies and stuff like that, and stuff comes up and their things aren't going through and they're, whatever. It's been a stressful past months getting through college, and it's been a stressful past just couple of years dealing with this just dealing with this craziness. Hold on, I'm just trying to see what you guys are saying and I can't. So I just want to say, I usually stay here and I try to be very supportive of my family. I've tried to be very supportive all the time of even my baby daddies. I've sat quietly through things, and just because I'm a mom, I've tried to look the other way for things and turn the other cheek. And I don't know, I sometimes feel like some of those things come back to haunt you over time, and stuff like that. So, I'm not really sure, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. Again, like I'm sitting